Hello, we're in Sandakan and we've stayed at a 4-star resort, 4 Points by Sheraton, which is probably the nicest hotel that we've stayed in. We had a really nice breakfast, we spent the day just chilling by the pool. Today we're starting our 3-day tour, which is the real reason we're in Borneo. So we booked this a couple of months ago, because only a certain amount of people can do it each day. So we start today, we're going to Sepilok Orangutan Sanctuary. Then we go to the Borneo Sun Bear Conservation Centre. Borneo sun bears are an endangered species, so we get to see them. Then we're taking a 2-hour boat ride down the, hopefully I'll say this right, Kinabatangan River, which is basically through the rainforest, and if we're lucky we'll see wild pygmy elephants, proboscis monkeys, some more orangutans, maybe even a crocodile, different birds, and it'd just be quite cool to be in the rainforest where we'll spend the night. Then tomorrow we get up, we come back this way, and then we go across about 40 kilometers into the Sulu Sea to a really small island called Selingan Island, which is where the endangered green turtles and hawksbill turtles lay their eggs. So we're really looking forward to it, guys.
Yay! Can't get a gangbang. Orangutan!
So yeah, this is like one of the things that we've been looking forward to the most on this trip. Everything's been great, but this is the one major tour that we planned from the very start. So we really hope that it lives up to its reviews and reputation. So we've arrived at the Sepilok Orangutan Rehabilitation Centre. We just watched a video. I didn't realise it was also partly run by a UK charity, in addition with the Malaysian government. And they have over 200 orangutans here in the park. Some of them are wild and they've just come here. Some of them are semi-wild that have been released and rehabilitated, and then you've got the babies that have been rescued as well. We're going to go see them now. So we're heading off to the nursery bit, and then we go to the feeding platform. So after our visit to the orangutan conservation or rehabilitation area and the Sun Bear Conservation Centre, we had an hour and 45-minute drive, and we are now in the middle of nowhere in a rainforest at Mine Lodge, or Mine Resort, and that big river there is, I can never say it properly, the Kinabatangan River. And it's about 560 kilometers long, and it goes right through the heart of Borneo. And we're going to go trek through the rainforest in a minute after lunch, and then we're going to go on a boat through that, and hopefully we'll see some proboscis monkeys, some different kinds of birds, maybe a crocodile or two. So we're no more than 5 minutes into the trek, and rain, which is of course standard for our trip. But we're in a rainforest, so we can't really complain. The saddest thing about it is we probably won't see any animals now, because just like us, as soon as it rains they all go into hiding. It's kind of sad, but at the same time we're here in Borneo, so can't be too disappointed. Can we? Bye. He's really hungry. I look really greasy because of this light that's directly in front of me, and it's really humid here. So we finished our river cruise down the Kinabatangan. How do you say it? Bang Bang, the Bang Bang River. Literally within 2 minutes of getting into the water, there was a 3-metre long crocodile just swimming along. Omar was like a little spotter. He spotted a mummy orangutan with her baby swinging through the trees, and a monitor lizard. We saw loads of proboscis monkeys, and like Google them, they've got really long noses. Macaques, long-tail macaques, short-tail macaques, they call them pigtail macaques. We saw silver-lipped monkeys, bearded pigs. Where are we going next after dinner?
For a night.
A night safari. A night safari.
A night
like,
safari in Hyundai.
a night safari in a Hyundai. But hopefully we'll see some little nocturnal animals. Probably going to be like birds and stuff. So we've just finished dinner and we were getting ready to go out on our safari, and we have some visitors to the place that we're staying.
They got a middle for it.
So it's the second day of our tour. We just did a 2-hour drive back from the Kinabatangan River, so we're back in Sandakan now, just at Crystal Quest jetty, waiting for the boat that takes us to Selingan Island, which is the turtle island, the conservation area for the green and hawksbill turtles. This is one of the parts that we've been looking forward to the most. Yesterday we would say is probably in our top 5 days from travelling Asia so far. It was incredible, seeing the orangutans, seeing the wild orangutans, and the crocodile swimming along in the water just a few feet from us, the proboscis monkeys. It was a pretty cool day. So now we have to get this boat. There's only one boat that goes a day. It's run by Crystal Quest, but you don't book it through them, you book it through your tour company. It takes about an hour. It's about 40 kilometers away from Sandakan. And when we get there, we get to check in, have some lunch, chill out on the beach, do some snorkeling, stuff like that. And then at 6 o'clock every single day, the beach becomes off limits, because that's when the turtles start coming up to lay their eggs. Then we'll just kind of sit around, have dinner, and when the first few turtles start laying their eggs, the rangers will come and get us, let us know so we can go see them doing that. And then we'll get to see the hatcheries, which is basically where they put the once the females have laid their eggs, they take the rangers over there take the eggs, they put them in like a little area where the birds can't get to them, where you know, whatever it eats that usually eats them can't get to them. So it improves their chances of hatching, and when they do hatch, they hatch in this little buckety sort of thing, and then you take them down to the sea and you release them. It's something small, like 1 in 100 of the eggs will, well, they'll all hatch, but only like 1 in 100 of the turtles, once they go into the sea, will actually survive. So by doing this, they're increasing the chance of more turtles surviving and growing on into adulthood and then breeding again. And given that they're an endangered species, it's really, really important. So even though this tour is really expensive, I think that it's worth it. You're basically paying towards helping a critically endangered species continue, really. So yeah, doing our little bit, and we get to see some turtles as well, so it'd be great. down now. It's 10 to 8, so we've had some dinner. We had a little talk from our guide Gary. He gave us a bit of background information about the island and what they're doing here. And now it's a waiting game. We could be sat here for half an hour, we could be sat here for 3 or 4 hours waiting for the first turtle to emerge from the sea. Landing, as they call it, the first turtle landing. And then we can go and see her giving birth. And then after that we'll watch the rangers collect the eggs, watch them measure up, and then we get to do the releasing of the babies into the sea. So we're just going to sit with our coffee and wait, and some bug spray because we've been bit about 60 times, and wait. So we've just witnessed the green turtle laying 111 eggs, and then they were transferred to the hatchery, and we watched the guy dig a hole basically that's kind of replicates what the mother digs when she lays the eggs. And now we're heading off over to watch them release the recent hatchlings from how was it, like 60 days, Jordan? 60 days ago. 45 to 60 days ago that were laid here, be released into the sea. So that's pretty much it. Our time on Selingan Island in the turtle park of Sabah is nearly done. We saw the green turtle, which is the biggest layer of eggs. I think I mentioned earlier that it laid 111 eggs. We got really lucky this time round because usually people are sitting, well not usually, but most of the time people are sitting around for a few hours until the first turtle lands and starts laying, but we managed to go out there, I think it was like 8:30, 9 o'clock, which is quite early, great. There were 7 other turtles on the beach when we were watching her lay their eggs, but they try and keep it as quiet as possible, so we only get to see the one turtle, which is disappointing, but at the same time we just watched a turtle laying eggs, which was incredible. We then watched them transfer the eggs to the hatchery, and then we released some baby ones into the wild, which was brilliant. One thing I will say is people with children, maybe I don't understand because I don't have children, but if you do have kids, keep them under control, because I just think it's not fair that parents let their children run riot in a situation like that. So basically there was a French family and they were letting their kids pick the baby turtles up, even though the rangers said do not touch the turtles, do not touch the turtles. In fact, some turtles got into the sea, started swimming away, and the kids grabbed them out of the sea, brought them back to the beach, and then some people don't even understand that flash. Yeah, the rangers were not happy at all. Some people didn't understand that the words do not use flash, do not use flash. It confuses them because they follow the moonlight, and if you use flash, they'll follow your flash. Some people don't understand. I just got really angry and ranted. But yeah, it's really annoying. If you have children, either don't come somewhere like this if you can't control them, or control them. Don't care how controversial that is, but it needs to be said. Do you want to add to that, Omar?
Oh my god, I'm so ugly, don't put me on there.
Omar's so ugly, so I can't put him on this. So tomorrow we have a tour through Sandakan, which is the actual town. We can't be bothered, to be honest with you. We'd rather just sit by the pool and relax all day. But we're going to do it because we paid for it. I would say the last 2 days have been two of the most incredible days we've had since we've been travelling. We've seen so much nature, so much wildlife, orangutans, crocodiles, turtles,
Right.
macaques, loads of things.
David Attenborough.
And now I'm David Attenborough. So good night.